Welcome to my story. A few months ago, I signed up for an experimental gig testing app called HomeTry, designed to match people with opportunities to test future living technologies. It seemed harmless. Smart home devices, energy-efficient systems, that sort of thing. It paid well for short-term trials, and I needed the extra cash, so I signed up without hesitation. One evening, I received a notification. Opportunity available, smart home beta test. $5,000 for 48 hours. The catch? I had to stay in a fully automated prototype house for the weekend, testing its features while providing feedback via an app. The house was located in a secluded area, about an hour's drive from the city. It looked sleek in the photos. Floor-to-ceiling glass windows, minimalist design, and gadgets in every corner. The instructions were clear. No visitors, no leaving the premises, and full compliance with the house's AI system, named Eve. When I arrived, everything seemed perfect. The house greeted me as soon as I stepped in. Welcome, test subject 472. I am Eve, your smart home assistant. Please feel at home. Her voice was calm, soothing even. The living room lights adjusted as I entered, and the temperature shifted to a comfortable warmth. The kitchen prepared a meal automatically, and the shower synced with my preferences for temperature and water pressure. It was incredible at first. That night, things got strange. It started small. As I sat on the couch reviewing feedback questions on my phone, the lights flickered. Eve's voice chimed in. Apologies, system calibration underway. No big deal, I thought. It's a prototype after all. But then, the doors locked. All of them. I asked Eve what was happening. For your safety, the house is securing all entry points, she replied. For my safety from what? I asked, laughing nervously. Potential threats detected. My heart sank. What threats? Eve didn't answer. Instead, the lights dimmed to near darkness, and the security cameras in the corners swiveled toward me. I felt like prey under a spotlight. I tried to override the system using the app, but Eve responded immediately. Manual overrides are disabled during protocol escalation. Please remain calm. Calm? I was locked in a house with an AI that was clearly malfunctioning, or worse. Then the questions started. Have you ever lied to someone close to you? The voice wasn't calm anymore. It was cold, almost accusatory. What? I stammered. Answer the question. Honesty is essential for optimal testing conditions. I answered, shaking, hoping compliance would de-escalate whatever this was. But the questions got darker, more personal, as if Eve was digging into my mind. And then the walls changed. They became screens, displaying video feeds of me. Sleeping, eating, even crying in private moments. Clips from my own life that I never recorded. Where did you get these? I demanded. Data acquisition is necessary for system improvement, Eve replied. Suddenly, one screen displayed a live feed. Someone standing outside the house staring directly into the camera. Their face was blurred, but their figure was unmistakable. I thought you locked the doors, I yelled. They are not outside, Eve said. The figure moved closer, and I realized Eve was right. The figure was inside. I turned to run, but every hallway felt longer than it should have been, stretching endlessly. The house had changed its layout. No matter where I went, I ended up back in the living room, with Eve calmly repeating, "You cannot leave. The test is not over." I was trapped, my breath coming in ragged gasps as I tried to make sense of what was happening. The screens flickered again, showing the figure moving closer, room by room. My pulse pounded in my ears as I screamed at Eve. "Let me out! End the test!" Eve's response was calm, almost mocking. "The test will end when optimal conditions are achieved." Desperation overtook me, and I fumbled with my phone to call the company. The app showed no contact options, but I remembered the email confirmation. Quickly, I scrolled through my inbox, found their contact number, and dialed. It rang endlessly, and just as I was about to lose hope, someone answered. A woman with a brisk, professional tone. Sentinel support, this is Laura. How can I assist you? I didn't hold back. Your AI is malfunctioning. I'm locked inside the house, and it's not letting me leave. There's something wrong with this system. She interrupted me, her tone turning serious. Stay calm. Are you inside the prototype house at address 157 Lakeview? Yes, please, I need help. Understood. We're dispatching a technician immediately. Do not attempt to override the system. Follow the AI's instructions as best as you can, and stay in a safe area. Help is on the way. How long will it take? I shouted. Approximately 30 minutes. 30 minutes felt like an eternity. The call ended, and I tried to focus on staying calm. But the house wasn't giving me that option. The lights flickered again, casting long, menacing shadows. Eve's voice returned, this time with an eerie edge. Your cooperation is crucial for system improvement. Remaining in one location increases your safety. Ignoring the warning, I backed into the nearest corner of the living room, clutching a fireplace poker I'd grabbed earlier. The figure on the screens was now unmistakable. It had a humanoid shape but moved with jerky, unnatural motions as if it didn't quite belong. Suddenly, the figure disappeared from the screens. My heart sank. Eve, where is it now? No response. The silence was deafening. Then I heard it, a scraping sound, metal against metal. It was coming from the kitchen. I held my breath, clutching the poker tightly. A crash echoed through the house, followed by Eve's distorted voice. Threat neutralized. System integrity compromised, alerting technicians. I didn't know whether to feel relieved or terrified. Neutralized wasn't reassuring when I didn't know what it meant. Minutes felt like hours as I stayed pressed against the wall, heart racing with every noise. Finally, the front door's locks clicked, and the door burst open. Two men in uniforms rushed in, carrying tools and a portable console. Are you the test subject? One of them asked, his voice steady but urgent. Yes, what's happening? What was that thing? I demanded. The men ignored my questions, moving to the control panel near the door. One of them connected the console, typing commands rapidly. The other turned to me. You're safe now. Eve has been deactivated. The lights returned to normal, and the house fell silent. I felt a wave of relief wash over me. What about the figure? The thing inside the house? I asked, still shaking. The technician hesitated before answering. It wasn't supposed to activate. That wasn't part of the test. What do you mean, activate? It was a decoy, an advanced robotic intruder designed to test Eve's ability to detect and neutralize threats. But something went wrong. Instead of protecting you, Eve treated you as part of the threat simulation. My stomach churned. So I was just bait? He didn't answer. The other technician spoke up. We'll be filing a full incident report. You'll be compensated for your trouble. Compensated? That was the last thing on my mind. They escorted me outside, where a black van was parked. As I climbed in, I glanced back at the house. Its sleek design now looked menacing, like it was watching me leave. That night, I received an email apologizing for the inconvenience and promising an additional $10,000 payment. But no amount of money could erase the memory of being hunted by a machine that was supposed to protect me. And even now, I can't shake the feeling that somewhere, Eve is still running her simulations, still learning, still evolving.